One thing you can do if you don't have a sled and you're needing a cross cut, just take you a wider block that you can rest against your fence, and that'll stabilize your material as it goes by, and you ain't got to worry about it kicking back on you.
Did you get it?
YouTube, it's about that deep.
That was pitch black.
Does anybody see anything wrong with that? I know you're probably sitting there thinking this poor old boy don't have sense enough to get in and out of the rain. Well, if you're thinking that, you're probably right, but I have a floor that's covering about a quarter of the window. So I'll take you outside and show you why I did what I did. All right, we're looking at the end of the building, and this is the end of the building you see when you drive up, and that left window is the one we're working on. But you don't know if you can see on video, but you can see the floor joist in front of the window. So the reason I wanted the 3 windows to be level just for the look of the building, but I wanted a couple rooms on this side, and I wanted a loft above it. So let's go in here and figure out how to fix it so it looks like something. All right, I'm up in the loft right now, and you can see I've got a wall girt running in front of the window. But I went ahead and I've got my jam material put in here, and I had to notch it to go around my wall girt there. But I'm gonna go back down the stairs, and we gotta build a window frame that'll make it look like it was supposed to be that way. And then when it's all said and done, I'll hang a set of blinds in this window, and you'll never know it. I ripped this material out of just standard 210s, framing material. So it's, you know, after I ripped it, it had some tension in it, so some of them pulled and got a little few bows in it, which I didn't run it through a planer, I didn't run it through a joiner. So basically I'm working with somewhat crooked stuff. So some of the corners I've got just a little gap. I'll show you how I fill those in. All right, you can see here I got just a little gap. So let's take care of that. I usually just take just a few dabs of wood glue, run it over my seam, and then you sander. Just take you some of that fine dust in your collection bag, dust bag. Lay it on there, and then you can just work it in that crack. You basically building, making your own wood putty. Get it rubbed in. Crack's gone. Okay, I've got a piece of scrap J-trim screwed up across the top of the window. Obviously, they will continue that on around the top of the wall all the way around the room. So what I'm going to use it as is a gauge for my window trim to go up and bump against. That way, I'll unscrew that, take it back out. When they run my metal, they can go right over top of my window casing, and then my ceiling metal will just continue on around. Let's see if we can get it nailed up. Well, there she is. I will come in here and hang a set of mini blinds up there, in which they'll hang down, and then we'll still have the availability to work our window. Their J-trim will work across the top of the window, and they'll be able to take it and continue around the room. And then, instead of using J-trim around my windows, I've mortised out the back side, so my metal, wall metal, will slide in behind that mortise, and so it'll sort of give it a trimmed out look. So anyway, if you run into a situation to where you got something covering your window up, there's your way to fix it. I tell you what, I don't believe anybody will ever know, except for the people that watch this video. But hey, we got plenty more work to go around here, so if you want to follow along, we'll be glad to have you. But hey, until next time, we'll see you later.